Shoo, 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 shoo. Sorry, y'all. I came in Whitney. Shoo, man. She said, if you got friends, then you can exhale. Do. So, come on. Whitney said we gonna shoot through here. Ooh, I wish if it could. Oh, sorry. Whitney said let's shoot. So I came in shoot, bro. I was shoot, bro. I was shooping on my way out the door. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired of this. Oh shoot! Now you know what? Y'all know what Tamar's saying right now. Hold a bit fast. You moving too fast. I'm gonna slow. She gonna turn back. I'm gonna turn back with her. Wait a minute, baby. Going too fast. I'm gonna turn back. Ooh, I'm gonna turn back, Queens. Oh, hold on. Oh, Susan, how you doing, sis? How you doing? Happy Monday. Is it a manic Monday? Somebody tell me. Is it is it a happy Monday? Is it I'm tired because the weekend was a lot Monday? Is it just Monday? Oh, happy Monday. Tina says, thank you for welcoming me in. Put them crowns on their head, sis. And I want to make sure, because I already know. I already know. The reason you can see another crown is because you got yours on. When you can't see it, you can't see mine because you dang sure ain't found yours yet. So let them know, sis. Thank you. Ooh, I tell you one thing here about my moms. They just don't know how they hold my strength when I walk up in these doors and I see them. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. I can feel the love all in this room. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? My, how you doing? How you doing? Somebody tell me they doing good. Come on now. Come on now. Tell me they doing good. There's so much love in the building. I am overflowed. I am overflowed. I can feel you in the building. I can feel you in the building. How you doing? 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 I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You know, I see you. Look, not, not you. I see you, says, how you doing? How you doing? Even if I'm not saying names, you know what? I'm acknowledging right now. Here we go. Here we go. I want anybody come up in here watching. Here they come watch and see if I talk about them. They come watching for any reason. But what I want them to know is I'm acknowledging every person in the building. I see ya. I see. I always see you. I see you in my sleep because I'm watching you. What is Mama watching? I'm watching. Intel Corn, I got his costume. It's official. I got all the animals gone. You got animals. They could be gone. I got them. I got they text messages too. They still texting. You don't know. I know. I know. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. TL in the building. I ain't even say it. Terry Lynn, how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Since I didn't see her name, I'm gonna go ahead and say her name. I don't want nobody to think Terry Lynn got a special crowd. Terry Lynn gonna get a special call, all right? Because I done read them text messages between Kevin and Nino. And I'm not a happy camper. I'm not a happy camper. Her lawsuit just went up. It just went up. How y'all doing, y'all? Let me tell you something. Love is carrying me today. I went to the doctor. I was talking to Greasy Spoon. You know what I'm saying? They say, be careful what you say with this here tongue. Now, I ain't talking about the earring. I'm talking about, I'll just be going somewhere. I wish I was going somewhere freaky with it, but I'm not. Because I'm grown enough to say if I was, hey, I'm coming right back to you. I'd say it, but I'm not. But anyway, see how I distracted. Oh, my mind is everywhere. Love is curing me because I went to the doctor. Y'all saw it on my video, and my doctor said something I didn't expect him to say. Y'all now he said, we could go ahead and go into another surgery. I said another surgery. I just got through saying that that's not an option. Like, I control it, right? But here's what I know. I trust. I trust God. And I trust that God sent me to the doctor he sent me to. Because I'm very happy. And what he's more afraid of than anything is that if this one keeps rejecting, it's going to force my other one to reject. And that's what he don't. But I'm going to follow the universe and where we going. So, y'all, what we going to do is send love up. Someone said, just send it to me. Send it to each other. We all send, everybody love tank. Here's one thing about the love tank, y'all. The real prayer tank. It can't get full. It don't, we can say about cup overflow. It don't. It don't. It don't, because see, if you're giving it back out, it always got room for some more. So send it, because it's carrying me. Because see, when I left the doctor, I said, Danny, well, you can't go down, because I was about to go down. Y'all know I was about to go down. Ship sinking, Titanic. It was going, and I wasn't going to even have a Rose moment. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't going to be nobody hanging on. They talking about I'll freeze in the water for you. It wasn't going to happen. And here's the thing, y'all already know. See, if I was Rose, and this isn't a good thing, but it's just the worst for. I probably would have been in the water like, no, you get up on here. I can't watch you leave for me, because then I got to live with that. Oh, no. Like, block, block, block. I become Rihanna and Rose at the same time. Anyway. But I was going out with my granddaughter. And as we walked through the zoo, and we had fun, you know what I thought? Nobody knows tomorrow. But in today, I saw her, eyes open. So, tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Everybody talk about I'm living for the day. What we in it? I'm living the day, Mari. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Daisy Cobb, how you doing? How you doing? Nirvana, how you doing? So even if we ain't even confessing that with this here tongue. I see it's powerful, so I'm gonna be careful what I say with it. I'm gonna be careful, y'all. I'm gonna be so careful. It's careful. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna work in progress. Anyway, but I had so much fun at the zoo that I came home. I said, let me set that live. Let me get in here and read some comments. And I got in them comments, and you know what I knew? Just like I'm watching Florence Mom. I can see you. And it's not for a temporary. It's forever. So I'm here. And I'm claiming that. Now y'all know. These steroids. I gotta take 50 in 16 days. 20 milligrams. Oh, hold on, bitch. Better have my money. See, Rihanna was up in my ear like, hold on. And we ain't even talking about money. But Rihanna said, girl, we ain't finna think about that. We not gonna think about that. Stream elements. How you doing? That's right. Y'all better hit them crowns. You better hit them crowns because you can see them. You better hit them crowns because you can see me. You better hit them crowns because I see you. You better hit them crowns. Hit them. Don't babysit them. Hit them. You know what I'm saying? Hit them. Push, watch, pass. Come on now. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Even if you don't like me, hit that crown because you like the fact that you can watch the fact that you don't like me. I hit your crown just because I was up in there and it's not I don't like you. I like to see what you're saying. Is it good? Is it bad? Stacey, I need to know. Honey, because as long as I can see, I'm going to watch whatever I want. Hunty, these eyes were made for watching. And that's just what they'll do. And as long as you are on this tube that's watching what I'll do. You hear me? I'm watching. I am watching whatever I want. So if I want to watch Sesame Street, watching it. I want to watch old episodes of Degrassi from 89, watching it. And if I want to watch whoever's channel, I am watching it. watching, just because I want to. And you better do the same thing. Let me find out somebody ever tell me they can't. Says who? Because I know Google ain't said it. Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Who said you can't? They paying your bill. And they had to be paying for the device I'm using, my Wi-Fi, my mortgage. I'm getting into some deep stuff. And no rent. They got to be paying my mortgage. So if I ain't in the house, they have stepping. Because if they can control what I watch, then they better control. I need a house. I need a house from them. And I don't care how big my family is. I'm talking extended and all. They better be able to house in it. They got a room. They got a bed. How many air mattresses you seeing in case I got extra company? You ain't doing all that? Oh, well, then I'm going to need you to get out of my business. And on those nights that I'm lonely, does the fact that you controlling what I watch pleasure me in any kind of way? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. So why am I doing what you say? Why? Not to say you could buy me. Just to say you better be paying something. You better be paying something. Because it sounds like I'm paying you. I'm paying you attention. I'm paying you likes. I'm paying you a whole lot of mind for you to think you're going to tell me what I'm going to do with my time. If I want to watch nothing, if I want to turn on YouTube and just stare at whatever the recommendations were, you know what? I have a right to do that. I do. Who can stop me? Who's going to stop me, boo? Who going to check me, boo? That's what people be killing me. Who going to check you? You checking to see if they checking you? I don't check for checks. Unless it's checks we cashing. Because they ain't going to cash none of the stuff they talking. So look, some of y'all be running over there to go watch and say, and not only just say, Danny, don't you go and watch with Spark? Oh, no, that wasn't that. That was the case that you came where I was invited to come up. I go wherever I want. I've been going over there. I didn't go for you. I've been going over there. You came up to say, like, I wanted to talk to you. Like I said, hey, when I hit that link, I didn't. So stop putting that on me. But other than that, baby, I got too much good things in my life and bad things to talk about these people's made up bullshit. I just don't know. But I'm not above. I ain't gonna say whatever it is. I'm just not above. I'm not above nothing. Nothing. I feel like Machiavelli sometimes. And I'm not talking about that, the Machiavelli. I'm thinking negatively. I'm thinking about Tupac. I'm thinking about I ain't a I ain't a killer, but don't push me. So revenge is like the sweetest thing to have in a you already know. You already know. You already know. Thank you. Oh, on real talk, I'm not playing right. I mean this dead ass. To my members and to all of those members who re-up for this month, in August, when I just decided this before I'm sold any shirts that I'm selling, to all of my members who joined on that first month of membership and rejoin themselves for this month of membership, I will be sending you the shirt. It is the Kingdom shirt that I'm going to go get printed and have, a screen and everything for it. So when it's ordered, I can print it. But you'll get one with your name on it. On me. That's on me. Man, that's on me. So that's on me. I definitely will. No matter how you want to send it. We got to send it through Amazon and drop off at the Amazon spot. You ain't got to give me the address. You don't. And if you do, you do. I'm not that person. Because trust me, if I betrayed people who once trusted me, anybody, I'm talking about off of here, on here, if I betrayed people like that with what I had, because I had whatever it was on them, That's not what I'm gonna do because that's not what my problem was. So whenever you were doing that, that wasn't my problem if I was still coaching. So I'm not gonna even pretend. I'm not. I don't give out people numbers. Let me tell you something. If you my homie and I run into your whoever, unless it's somebody you done told me, if you see them, give them my number, give them my information. If you ain't told me that, I promise you, if I see them, I'm gonna have to ask you if it's okay to give them your number. I don't care if it was a dude you was once in love with, none of that. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. So I don't give out people's numbers. I'm not giving out your nothing. I'm not giving out your information you done told me. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. But I gotta tell you one secret. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I told y'all sometimes you're gonna find me doing some things. You be like, what is she doing? Chantel, it's like Gucci Gucci. It's not case I missed you. Apple Crescent says, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome to everybody. Like I said, so it's been a day. It's been a day, but I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm going to do this week. As y'all notice, I'm working more days than I normally do. But truly, just for my mind, I know who I am. So I'm like, I keep my mind clear. And trust me, when I'm worrying about the things that matter to what's a part of my life or what I need to do before there is no more life, it ain't gonna be me arguing with nobody or getting to nobody on here. That's a waste of time. No, that's time I can't get back. We can get to the point, but I can't get that time back. So, and tonight I am going to work. I am going to work the night shift, and then that's a good thing. I mean, it throw you off at night, but then Tuesday I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna do anything. Wednesday is my regular working day. Wednesday and Saturday are 2 days I work a week. So anything I'm doing out there's just days I'm putting in extras, but those are 2 days I pick to work. But this week, like I told them, I'm gonna be open to the days I'm open for. So it's gonna be at night. You gotta know when your mind idle, you have to find something to do that either can please you, entertain you, or just give you something else to do. Not sit around and dwell, not sit around and none of that, because it's not going to be productive for you, for your mind, for any part of you. And because since I'm gonna take these steroids and everything serious, I know I'm about to sit still for a second. I really am. I have no choice. Jasmine, how you doing? Because I really don't want to. I don't want to. One, I'm attached to these donors. Yeah, I wish, I don't know, maybe you can. I never asked, but they don't say, hey, before we go, we're putting in Johnny Blue's Eye from Boobity Doo at 555 Canyon Bro. They don't. They didn't give me that. But it didn't matter because they didn't have to give me anything. They gave me a piece of that person. So I don't know. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. And anybody who's been here since the beginning, you know how bad we were fighting for this right eye. You know how at one point they were talking about taking the right eye out. You know that, and redoing it. So we gonna stay lifted, and I'm gonna step my game up. You know, if something don't work and you don't give it your all, what beats you up is you could did better, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, like I said, I'm gonna fight for this eye the way this eye has been fighting for me, the way my uh, mm, uh, ooh, I just want to make sure I say I'm not. I'm not gonna break. Oh, I'm okay. one thing about anyone who's ever had to, saying it sometimes. That's what I talk about when I talk about these shields we've put up on ourselves. But anyone who's ever had to have a surgery to get rid of any part of their body that is so called a part of the body that you have. So it could be a kidney, it could be your uterus, it could be your ovaries, it could be your breast, it could be your, it could be anything. If you have to get rid of yours, already one day it just hits you that you don't have yours, that yours didn't make it and it's gone. Internet. So if you ever had a transplant, if you've ever, but there's a blessing in donors. My God, there's a blessing in donors. I've been a donor, and whoever would have known before I ever donated anything, it would be a donor who would bless my life. So for me, there's another thing. So one, I don't like sudden change, and two, I'm just not gonna give up on these eyes. I'm not. I didn't give up on mine, but I had to understand mine were gone. I didn't give up on my ovaries. I just had to understand they were done. I didn't give up on my gallbladder. I just had to understand it was shot. But like I said, so if you've ever, that's why to me, even when I am mad at medicine and I'm mad at where we should be so much more advanced. But when I think of how advanced we are, so lessons. So like I said, just on some real stuff, like not even tears of pain, just that reality. That's something I always remember. Like I always think about that. I think about the night before. Mm, before I had a cornea transplant. Mm, I remember thinking like it's my last day. It's your last day with chores. But the day I had my cornea surgeries, both of them, I was thankful for the technology. And I was more thankful for the donor because they could have said, well, because the only way for me to get their cornea is for them to be gone. So they could have said, like, hey, I'm taking them with me. But they didn't. And because of that, and because of technology, and because of doctors and people who grow up thinking of how they want to heal and make things better, it's a blessing. So even like right now in my nerves of even thinking about another transplant, I'm grateful. And like I said, I am grateful. Sometimes that's why we don't have real conversations because you're gonna take a moment and feel you and that's what ourselves just don't want to have them. It's like, hey, it's getting heavy. But like I told you all, and no one's pain is greater than anyone else's. But when I think of not being able to see, I'm grateful to see. And sometimes I'm overwhelmed with how grateful and how blessed I am. So I'm sorry. Just a moment. Yes, it's a priceless gift, so I just don't want to give up on it. I don't. And it make when I think about donors, I think about when I always tell people five life because donors live past life. They do because a piece of them is always going to be, well, not always, but you know what I mean? It keeps going past them being gone. So, in most cases of what people don't, when they donors. I'm not talking about blood donors because they're still here when they donate blood. But the fact that they're willing to take, to give, is beautiful. Just it's a beautiful thing to me. It's just very beautiful. And there's so many people like, oh, I don't want to be a donor because I don't want the doctors to give up on me. Let me tell you something about a doctor that's going to give up on you just because you're a donor. It's the same doctor that give up on you just because they would. Not to mention, since most of us don't go inside anyone after they're gone, how do you know what they took and didn't take? If it was just that they wanted, how would we know? We wouldn't. So that's why I'm like, don't let that be your reason not to donate it. If you don't, just don't donate. It's people who donate their whole bodies to science just so we can try to find cures. So, Babs Bunny, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the kingdom. How you doing? Like, yeah. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, y'all, when I think about that. And even when he said it at first, I just got scared thinking about the recovery and the bounce back. And I'm not young. It's not even 6 months later. And I thought about all that, but I also thought about the fact that it's not even 3 months later. We at the 3 month mark since I had the last transplant, and really, other than rejecting it, I'm okay. So it'll be okay. I just one of the things is a sudden, something I don't expect, sudden change, and life is sudden changes. Just I have to digest it. So even if I have to eat it, no matter what it is, I have to digest it. And that's what we have to start doing. Stop trying to keep eating when you full. Digest it. That's life. I gotta digest it. Angie Styles, how you doing? Angie Styles, that is beautiful. Not beautiful that you lost her. Beautiful that even that young, you cared. And I'm not saying that people aren't donors. They don't care. Because that'd be a lie from the pits of hell. No, the truth of the matter is just like soldiers, because everybody's not a soldier. But the fact that no matter what the books wrote, no matter what history has shown and told, the fact that you stand up for this country is applaudable and commendable. And so donors. So no matter what all the stories are, because you're a donor, gonna happen, you still cared enough that at the end, so nobody could change it. You decided what you were gonna do, and you stuck with it because it was your choice. You were a free thinker to what you wanted to do, what was truly yours. Your body parts, they are truly yours. So I definitely, definitely, are beautiful. And I used to say, if my donor, but it's not a guarantee your donor's from your city. But I used to say, if my donor was family was ever in my city and I walked past them in my cornea, not my eye, remember still my eye, these are my pupils. But if my cornea came across one of them, just let me look at them. But let them feel something. Let them think about that person if it's them. Because that's how much I thought. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Love you too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. I, yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing. That is so true. That is so true. And in many ways, that is so true. And the thing you gotta know is those kind of angels, every part of them while they were here, you could feel that in them. There was something in them, something in their energy, their spirit that you knew that, you know what I mean? I truly always, I believe that that is a beautiful testimony. Tina says you are so correct. Hmm. Yes. 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 That is yes. Don't I'm telling you, I like I said, I've been a donor since I've been registered to vote. I've been a donor. It was on my card when you used to, I used to carry it on my card. I am a donor. I'm a donor. It was right there. And there were people who used to say to me whenever I would, like, speak on, being a donor and the power. I mean, even donating blood, how it's important. I mean, hey, if you just want to make a buck off of it, they got plasma centers you can go get money for. But if you just want to give it, you can still give it. But if you feel you need compensation, you should. If you feel that way, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't say that's a clucker's move. Some people just want to give and not give, and you know what I mean, and not just give for free. That's how they feel. I just think that it's a great thing, and it helps all the time. And the one thing that people don't realize is how many people are on the organ donor list. You know, and the one it's because like I said, it's not an obligation to be a donor, but it's a blessing for every donor. And I leave it there because there are people who feel like a way about a certain thing, and I understand that. But I there like I said, so it's not an obligation. It's not a extra ticket to whatever it is you believe is in the afterward. It's not that. But what it is it's definitely a blessing to the world. It is. It definitely is. So for those who do, it's definitely a blessing. It's a because like I said, if we didn't have donors at all, and like even for myself, when my eyes went bad, I would just be blind because they need to keep the corneas, and I just wouldn't see with them because I would need them to protect my pupils. So I just have bad corneas in my eye until I was gone, and that's what it would be. So if I even when I wanted to be a donor for myself, and like I said, it'd be people say, "Oh, I smoke, I ain't gonna be a donor. Oh, I do this." You know what I mean? Depends on what you're donating. You know, but like I said, if it wasn't for donors, so I definitely have a double look at it. But like I said, you can check my resume. I've been a donor. That's not, I've been a donor. But like I said, I just look at it two different ways, and that doesn't make it the only way, the complete right way. Just saying that there's a blessing, and even the stories of when we spoke of donors, or even speaking of people donating and people receiving. Without one, you can't have the other, so it's a blessing. Definitely a blessing. Yeah. Because at the end of the night, we need each other. That's okay. You don't have to be on the donor list. That's the one thing is, it's like I say, it's not what you have to do. But what it is just acknowledging that to all those who've ever received, you couldn't if it wasn't people who did. And there are plenty, there, not saying that they couldn't be more if anybody else signed up, you know what I'm saying? But it's not an obligation. It's not a badge that makes you better than anyone else. It's not at all. Claudia, how you doing? Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I mean, and even when you're a donor, it's all different kind of donors. It says some who donate their whole body. Is so that's how you get cadavers. They've donated their body. There are so now their body is used in a different way. It's not used to pass out to people. Is it cadavers? That's the call. Or what is it that you test? So when they're like in nursing school and stuff, They'll use them tests, and they use them tests for science. There are people who donate their organs, and there are people who donate like what is it, your eye, like that. The things in your eyes. There's so many parts to your. It's so many parts to us. This is one thing we have in common, and everybody's don't work the same, but we all have that in common. That what the inside is made up of. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I definitely, like I said, I know who I am. If they would tell me my donor was, I couldn't stop till but how do you meet him? But I know that I'm grateful for him. And I just started looking at it even more and deep from a different side, a different angle. So I see it from every angle. I see it from the angle when I didn't know anything about donating. But if somebody would have said that, I'm like, wait, if you don't get up out of here. I used to honestly think about donating blood that I didn't like needles since I was a little kid. But then when you started having the surgeries, I learned I don't like needles, but they just don't bother me. When you've been poked and prodded so much, sometimes I learn not even look at it or just kind of distract my mind. And these days, you got earbuds, or when you have earphones, I just put on music. It's literally while I'm doing it. Because when you had surgeries, when you in the hospital and you have to stay a couple of days, they come in there poking, potting, boom, temperature bopping, dopping, schnopping, don't have a catheter, don't have this because haunted. So I just was like, well, when they would come to donate, but there's been times I wanted to donate, my blood pressure was too high. You know what I mean? Um, it was time I went to, so otherwise I would. I'd do it from both angles. I'd do it and get the money. I'd do it and do it for free. But like I said, but yeah, fight like a girl out here during. Yeah. But even if somebody didn't want yours because you were sick, someone else's could help you. It could be in a blood transfusion. It could be in blood transfusion. Well, that's a donor. Because you donate blood. You either have to donate it or sell it. They're not supposed to take it, but if you think they haven't, that's why I said most people say a lot of things, but you just don't know at the end what's still working. You could have stage 4 cancer. If it wasn't in your eyes, then the parts of your eyes could be donated, like your cornea. You never know. hmm So you never know. You never know. My donor could have had the worst organs and everything everywhere else, but it was their corneas. And because that was part of in a donation, you know, because some people are organ donators. So, like I said, it's also knowing what am I saying that I'm willing to donate. But like I said, if you don't donate, or if you were too sick to donate, it's the fact that you have donors and all that kind of stuff that sometimes can help. So if somebody would say, well, I couldn't donate, my kidneys are failing, what you calling this, but you might one day come upon a kidney donor. So sometimes you could be on the other side of the fence. And even if not you, somebody in your situation could end up in that side of the fence. And donors is one of the times where we give into each other blindly. Because when I donate, I can't say who it goes to unless like family members or friends who donate a kidney to someone and they willing to let go of one of their kidneys to make sure you have one. And those people, when those are donors who are alive, why they donate? And they live past the donation of their body part, their kidney. And they say one of the blessings of having two kidneys is one can give out and you can still live. But someone to give that, so the donors are a beautiful thing. And everybody doesn't have to be a donor because it's always going to be people that are going to need the donors. And there's always going to be people who just don't donate, but they understand it's a blessing for those in need and those who believe in doing it. So that's why I said there's no right or wrong in being a donor. So if you're a donor, it doesn't make you better than anyone else. And if you're not a donor, it doesn't make you worse. It just doesn't. I mean, I've told you how many major surgeries I've had and illnesses I've had in my life, and I'm a donor. But like mine, cornea and stuff, I can't donate because it's not mine. It's not even the original to me. Wait, what'd you say? Fight like a girl? I didn't see it. Hmm. Congratulations to him, Gucci. Say what's going on, fight like a girl. Bad. That's so. Okay, you said you didn't know. Mm-hmm. They can. And even right, exactly, because even if you have a medical illness afterwards, they can use your body or whatever to research the illness, the breakdown of the body, the you know what I'm saying. So like I said, it's so many different kind of donors. There's so many different kind of donors, and the reason why most of the things they study for us is on and with animals is because we don't donate. But the truth is, no matter how close in species we are, as with the animal, it's humans that we got to learn from. Now, here's the truth: they could still with the research because they still have. I mean, how many people? It's lots of people who donate their body to science and stuff like that. It's lots of them, lots. But I'm not too deep on this. I'm so sorry for going there. But I don't look at that as something dark or bad. Like I don't. So whether you do it or don't, I don't look at it as something bad. I don't look at that as something morbid or anything. So I hope I didn't go there with anybody. I hope it didn't make them think of it. Because like I said, there are plenty of people who don't. Like I said, with the kidneys, you be man. There's so many people who really have done the kidney transplant for people. As long as you're a match, because there's a lot of people who wanted to do it but they weren't matched. What was that? I know. Was it a celeb? Was it a movie star or a singer? One of them. Or was that George Lopez? It was George Lopez, wasn't it? Didn't his wife give him a kidney and he divorced her, or vice versa? Was it George Lopez? I know it was a celebrity, so it was either a singer or but I want to say their mate gave them. It is an actor. That's a beautiful thing, Mari. That's a beautiful thing because there are still so many unanswered questions. Like, because they don't understand. Because once people are so deep in it, how do you get the. So it would have to be to see the brain of or see. That's how they would learn. I mean, I don't know. Because, I mean, Alzheimer's, dementia, when you watch somebody go through it, and I don't know what answers really all the research can bring. But, I mean, If it can bring any, that's a step forward. And maybe it'll bring none. Oh wow. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Look at this. So many people, man. It was George. I'm like, I think it was George Lopez. Like he was, you know. Hmm. Got that. Cray cray. I'm like, I hope I'm not saying George Lopez, and it wasn't. I knew I wasn't cray cray. I knew it was one of them. But maybe, like I said, so there are all kinds of donors. There are donors that find out because they have these rare blood types, and they'll donate because they know, like, you're not gonna find that just sparingly. And some don't. So some people don't know their blood type. Honestly, they don't know everybody else's business. They don't even know their blood type. Some do, especially those who've been in surgery. For some reason, that they guarantee. I guarantee they know this. They know this. And don't be one of the ones who done had a blood. You definitely know yours. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. I remember I had a neighbor when I was a little kid. She lived at the end of the block. She was always nice. Always. And me and my sister sold Girl Scout cookies. I mean, always. She'd tell us, like, she knew when Girl Scout season was coming. Like, girl, y'all come down here. Y'all know I got you. And I'll never forget. And I will always, I was young, will equate it to this. And she was, she was older. She was like my grandparents' age, more like my grandfather. He was older than my grandma. And so he were older. But anyway, um, just one day we went to take down there, like we gonna start from the end of the block, to make sure we go by hers first. And then we gonna work our way, because that's how we do Girl Scout, up and down our block. You know what I mean? And to make sure you got some people's gonna buy your cookies, you know what I mean? And so that's how we could be able to do it ourselves. Anyway, we went to our house and we rang the doorbell, and like normal, she was like, "Hey," from the outside of the door. And then she opened the door and we were saying, "Oh, I almost said her name, but oh, we have our Girl Scout cookies and blah, blah, blah." And we passed her name and she closed the door. And at first, me and my sister was standing outside, literally. I came again, like talking about New Kids on the Block. No joke. We was talking about something like that because I don't know if y'all remember, they had that cartoon. They had MC Hammer, New Kids, all of them. They had cartoon. They was on there with all these celebrities. It was cartoon. But anyway, we was talking about it, just telling. It was a foggy day, like it was gonna rain. I'll never forget. A few minutes went by and we rang the doorbell because, once again, if you think my grandma wasn't sitting in the window wondering why we hadn't walked back out where she could see us, like, walking in and out to people's house. And so we rang the doorbell again and she came back and went off. And she didn't just go off, she went off so bad we ran to the crib. And so we ran down to the crib because my grandparents are going to be invested of what could have possibly happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? We know the people, you know what I'm saying? They community, they the South. Man, they went down there and then they came back. They just said, "Oh, don't go down there anymore, and make sure, like, they're not at all, and you don't have to get a new brochure," because she didn't even have no idea what we was talking about, what he was talking about, like the cookie thing. And I was so young and we didn't know. And now, because I was this young, I was probably about 8, 9 tops. Because I didn't know the time I might be wrong on. But it just seemed like within a couple of months, she was in a place, and then they said she passed. But I didn't understand, like, from the time I was a little kid, she comes sit on the porch talking to my grandma. Okay, she always knew who we were. But that was my first time ever seeing. Now, what's funny is back then they called her she had Alzheimer's, but I really feel like she had dementia. I don't. There's a lot of gray areas for me with them both. I know my grandma had dementia, and I know that in her dementia, what wasn't anymore seemed like it was exactly that. Like she would tell me stuff my granddaddy was saying, and my granddaddy had been gone. When my grandma passed, my granddaddy had been gone almost 2 decades. And she would speak to me like he was right there, like all how he felt about my job and how proud. I mean, she was just speaking. I'm like, what the? And then she would look over at the chair like he was there all the time. And so much, I was like, I feel him here too. Is he here? Because I feel like here. Is he? I mean, for real, for real, for real. So, but my first time ever seeing that was when one of our neighbors on the block, and it felt like after that day, it's like you didn't see her no more. Like she didn't come out and water her grass. She didn't come out and stand and watch her sprinkler. She didn't come down and talk to my grandma. It's like she, like I said, then she went to a home. Her husband was still there, and he was there for a few more years before he even passed. She was just gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like I said, I just feel like even when somebody tells me, "Oh, this person has dementia, this person has Alzheimer's," sometimes a lot of the things seem the same. Dementia, yep, yeah. Hmm. Well, yeah, like I said, I remember my grandma. Like I said, and it just seemed like it got worse fast. Like it just, I don't know. Peace and Hughes, how you doing? A lot of people don't. Peace and Hughes, a lot of people don't. Because think about it. If even when you got blood work, when we getting blood work and asking, excuse me, what is my not blood work? What is my blood type? Most people don't. So if you're just going to your regular checkups and doctors, you're not asking your blood type. And unless you really reading your paperwork, because they should say it on there, uh, but usually if you've had surgery, this type of things, or you'll learn. God forbid one of your kids needs some type of blood, you learn. But like I said, most people don't. Most people don't. Most people, sadly, don't even seem to know the history of where they come from. Their ancestors, they're nothing. Even if you didn't know your family tree, know about at least where you come from. Like how there would, just not that much, but that's okay. Once again, not a wrong thing that will make you wrong. I learned my blood type through surgeries. I learned I learned my blood type through them saying, "Oh, it's a possibility this could lead to a blood." But look, I haven't. My sister's had one before when she had a surgery, but I've never had to have a blood transfusion. Hmm. Yep. Yep. I swear, with my grandma though, it was this look in her eyes that always let me know she knew who you were. So there'd just be these moments when I kid you not, she'd just look at you and I knew, she knew exactly who I was. Like I just knew. So even if in conversation she said somebody else, that wasn't me. Mhm. She'd say something that was only me, or a look or something she would say to me that was only me. Hmm. So even if my grandma always said I was hard headed, I mean, oh, she could have made a T-shirt, and me and her could have wore it. They could have said like hard headed granddaughter Danny, and then they could say hard headed on mine granddaughter Danny. Yeah, just one man I was her granddaughter, other man I was the granddaughter. Um, but she just always said I was hard headed. So I remember like in the last maybe 2 weeks, I'm gonna say maybe in 2 weeks, Because especially when it comes to painful time, there's no lapse of time. It's just all one. It's not like, oh, that was in month 3. No, it's just all part of the same thing. Mhm. But one day, she was talking about something, and I kid you not, she was like talking about a chair my brother had got her, and then she just, randomly went from the chair to something about me being hard headed, and that was a moment when I knew she knew exactly who she was talking to. Like I was like, oh, no mistaken. Even though she just went to something else, she's completely talking about my sister. I knew at that moment, like, oh, she know. And as long as I get them glimpses, I'd be like, hey, but as long as when she was talking, she knew she was talking to someone she loved and loved her back. That's all that mattered to me. That's all that mattered. So whether she thought I was somebody from who wasn't there no more that she loved, is the fact that whatever mind state she was in, she was loved. She wasn't scared, like not scared, where like she didn't know that who she was around had her back, loved her, protected her. So I was glad for that because I know some people might not know who anybody, so they think everybody's a stranger. You know. So sometimes you just gotta grab. And at that moment, I couldn't grab those things out of it. It took time to see that, but yeah. Mm, all those elements sound very beautiful. All of it. It all sounds beautiful. Yes, I'd love to hear your different. You all have some beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Sam. It's always beauty in what you are. If you have to turn down or take down anything you are to build somebody up, then you don't see the beauty in you. But if you just go and look into what, like I said, I got to know the good, bad, and ugly, know where I came from. They say if you know where you come from, you'll know where you're going, and not you know where to detour to. So I love that. Oh, I know you can, Chantel. I know you can. Sarah Z, how you doing? How you doing? But yeah, my twin did it, and I'm like, we're twins. But I would do it myself. But I have so many thoughts on it, truly. But I think it's a beautiful thing. Hmm. But yes, yes, definitely keeping you in our prayers always. Especially when I see names in the kingdom, I think it's somebody I want them to be, uplifted. I want them to be more in love with themselves than that. But even if you're in love, you should love yourself more. It can't hurt. Once again, what I tell you about that tank, it can't overflow because you always, when you're a person of love, especially with love for yourself, you always giving out love. That don't mean you naive, fool, sucker. It just mean you love. It don't brag, it don't boast. It don't hurt you. It don't, what I mean? That's not love. It don't go from love to hate. Now, don't get me wrong, you can cross that line. Because when somebody love you, the line between love and hate is very thin. It's almost invisible. And so many people do things to people they say they love that I have you sitting around thinking you hate them because they hurt you so bad, and you think if anybody would have did it, I wouldn't have believed it to be you. And if I continue to keep loving on you, I'm just gonna let you get away with what you did to me. That's why that line of love and hate is so thin. Because that's what somebody who you love can send you right to. Like, I know this fool that. Look, I know this mofo that. Mmm. Yes, Gucci, we gotta know. Sending prayers and love to you till you find out. We're going to push and pray until something happens. Send love until something happens. Peace until something happens. Positivity until something happens. But at the end of it, we're pushing. That's right. When I say all the time, sis, if you don't love yourself, the love you giving out, no matter where you think it's coming from, good, is tainted. It's tainted. It's going to ricochet back in a negative way. Even the people you was giving all your all to are going to one day tell you how it was, because it's tainted. The water's dirty. How could you want it to be? Because then also you'll be giving out a bunch of love and thinking nobody's giving it back to you. When it starts here, you know that when you giving it out, it wasn't a boomerang. It was your heart. It was just truly the love. Some people love bomb. I'm love bouquet. I prefer some flowers over a bomb any day. You go blow. You coming in like you know what I'm saying? They coming in like a wrecking ball. No, thank you. No, thank you. That sounds like it's destroying stuff. Because even if you bring flowers to a funeral, it's respect. You get what I'm saying? Like, what? I ain't never seen the bad flower. What flowers am I sending? Am I sending flowers that shoot out piss out the middle? I mean, what flowers am I sending? I don't know. I know I'm about to head up in here to work and grab something to eat before I start. I know I'm about to do that because I don't know. For some reason, at lunch, even when I order something, I never eat it. In 2 days in a row, I literally brought the food that I got for lunch home and left it sitting on my table until the next day and just threw it away. And I'm like, that's a waste of food to even somebody who eats. I could have gave that away. So I'm like, no. Well, yesterday I ate before, and I'm like, that's what I think I'm gonna do. When I work, just go in and eat before. So okay. Hmm. June 17th. Oh, so it was a year ago. Hmm. It was a year ago. Excuse me. Wow. And you still here with us? Hmm. License. Prayers. Prayers to whoever you're speaking of. Let me see who you're speaking of. Oh, wow. Mmm. What truth? Prayers and prayers to him. Mm. I'm sending prayers to him like I know him. Because one thing I know is he attached to somebody I know and love. So I'm sending prayers. I'm sending prayers. Mm. At the end of October. Mm. Hey Steven, how you doing? Oh, I love to hear that. I'm gonna scream. We gonna scream. This is how we gonna scream. We gonna put it raw here. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get something. I'm going to put up yours and go to something else. That's right. We screaming blessings. Won't he do it? Mm 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 mm. See, that's what I love when people tell their stories. When people tell about these names, even sometimes when at the end it was a loss. But what greater came out later, or what greater came out because that person was ever born. The thing about it is when we do that, what it lets you know is that, man, forget what somebody else telling you. Look how much God loved you. Just think about that. Blessings. You never know. You never know. You never know. Mm, man, beautiful, beautiful. Man, that's why I said one thing is this world done made us think we could stand it and it could be us against it. But we need each other more than we swear we don't. We do. So I just, to everybody who sent out love, everybody who said something, who told us a story, who opened up, who let us in. Thank you. Thank you. That is respect because like I said, because you never know. Like my man said, you never know what somebody going through. But when they know, and even if you don't know, send them some love. Send them some love. Whenever I work with the shorties and they like 12, 13, whatever, I always hug on them because they're not little no more, but they're at that place. And I always tell them, like, man, you never know who needs it. You never know who needs it. You never know who's feeling a little low today. And your love and your caring, not a Karen, you caring, can go a long way. It can go a long way. Like I said, I walked in this building and every person who came in here, I could feel your love. I could feel your prayers. I could feel your energy. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. And so, like I said, send love to each other. Reach out to each other. You see each other on the street, don't hesitate to throw that crown to each other. So that crown already let them know. I see you, I know you, I love you. I ain't gotta say no more. Sometimes you just get a crown in the heart for me because it says it all. It says it all. It acknowledges the crown. It acknowledges royalty in the building. And I tell people all the time, don't matter who don't see your crown. I guarantee when you do, everybody will see it. They'll see it. They'll see it. I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here so I can get there because every time I start anyway. Oh, I will see you all later. I love you. See ya. And I got some more clips to put up from the zoo. I actually, because I went to the doctor first, I didn't get charged my phone, and I did the videos from the doctor's office. So my phone ended up dying before I even left, and I charged it when I got in the car. So, but the ones I had little videos, I'm just gonna put them up as shorts. I might combine them together and make them one, but that's it. So that's where they'll be. I'll probably do some uploads today, but whatever. I love you guys and members. I mean it. I'm literally going to, while I'm at work, post in the membership to let it be known that I do want the size for your shirts. So I'm gonna put the orders in. I know exactly how many small, medium, large, whatever I'm getting on those people. So that is something I want. If you got my number, you ain't got to put it in there. You can put it in the chat. You got me on IG. You don't have to put it in there. You're a member, put it in there. Send it to me in a message. But I just want to know because I am going to put the order in. And then I will send them to you. I will send them to you. So that is it, and that is all. And I will talk to you later. Thank you, Miles, for being in the building. I love you. Thank you for being my eyes. For everybody I missed, if I missed you coming through, I apologize. And I'm sure I know my mind's greeted you, and they say hello. I am too, and I'm not ignoring anybody. And if I missed a comment, you know I do the replay, and I will catch the comments over there. So I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye bye. See ya. I wonder what I want to go eat. Let me get up out of here and go eat it. I gotta go. I got to go. Foodie, hashtag foodie coming. Let me get out of here. Bye. Love you.